My dear students, this particular video is again for all the NEET 2026 aspirants. In this particular video, I'll talk about the safe score, expected question patterns, and the difficulty level of the NEET 2026 examination. So watch this particular video till the end. It is going to ease out a lot of things in your mind. My dear students, when we talk about the difficulty level of the NEET 2026 examination, there are two scenarios which I want you guys to understand here. Scenario number one, what NTA does. If you check the last 10-year question papers of NTA when it comes to the NEET examination, there is one simple thing which we can observe from the last 10-year papers of the NEET. What is that? Whenever NTA tries to bring in some change in the NEET paper in terms of difficulty level, it carries forward that particular change for the upcoming 3 years. For example, if you talk about the NEET 2021 paper, it was considered to be easy, right? NTA carried forward the same level of the examination for the upcoming 3 years. So till 2024, the paper was coming out to be easy. Now, my dear students, in the year 2025, your paper was comparatively difficult, particularly when you talk about the subject physics. Now, it is expected that NTA will continue the same level. It is expected that NTA is going to carry forward the same level of the examination for the upcoming 3 to 4 years. It is most likely going to happen, right? Now, does that mean this year also your physics paper will be difficult? My dear students, you cannot talk about that. The point is you need to understand the level of the NEET 2025 examination. One of the subject among physics, chemistry and biology, one of the subject was kept difficult. That was your physics, right? So this year it is highly expected that one subject can be kept difficult in the category of moderate to difficult. It can be either your physics, it can be your chemistry, or it can be your biology, right? Don't expect that you will have this year also physics paper difficult. It can be chemistry, it can be bio also. They can make bio lengthy as well, right? So if you look at the pattern of the NEET examination from past 10 years, what NTA is famous for, what NTA does frequently, when they bring in some change in the NEET examination, they carry forward the same change for the upcoming 3 to 4 years. So if we look into that pattern, that means this year, one of the subject they'll again keep difficult, right? And if one subject is kept difficult, like your physics in NEET 2025, if one subject is kept difficult, my dear students, your safe score for this year would be definitely 550. 550 plus is the safest score when it comes to the NEET 2026 examination, if the level of the examination was kept same as you saw in the NEET 2025 examination. But my dear students, there is scenario number 2 as well. What that scenario is all about? See, recently NTA, they gave the sample paper. NTA, they posted a sample paper on their official site. They gave the NTA Abhyas questions on their app. If you analyze all those questions either in the sample paper or on the NTA Abhyas app, well, when I analyzed that sample paper, I did not find a single new pattern of the question when it comes to the subject chemistry. Okay? Every question that was given in the sample paper, every question that is given in the NTA Abhyas, they are the questions which we normally show in the classrooms, which students, they already would have solved during their preparation. So there was no new pattern of the question in the sample paper, number one. Number two, if, for example, you talk about a particular chapter, in a particular chapter, there are some short topics from which you get questions every year, right? I've posted one video as well on that. Again, in the sample paper, again in the NTA Abhyas questions, again in the NTA Abhyas app, what I observed was the questions from a chapter were given from those topics only, from the short topics, which are favorite topics in a chapter. So if NTA, this can be one more thing, if NTA gives us the hint through the sample papers, right, through the NTA Abhyas questions, that how your NEET 2026 paper is going to be, then it is going to be in the category of easy. But what I believe personally, I believe whenever NTA has done some changes in the paper, it has carried forward the same change throughout 3 to 4 years. So I personally believe your NEET 2026 examination, its level, it is going to be similar to that of level of NEET 2025 examination. Again, I'm telling you one important thing. What is that? Don't think that your physics will be difficult like 2025. It can be either chemistry or it can be biology as well. They can make it too. They can make it happen, right? You need to understand the pattern basically. You need to understand the pattern. But the scenario number 2, which I told you, if the level of the NEET 2026 examination was something as per the sample papers, as per the NTS Abhyas papers, then my dear students, your safe score will be 600 plus for sure. Because when you analyze those papers, firstly, when I analyze my chemistry paper, right, in the sample papers, in the NTA Abhyas questions, the paper was very, very, very easy. Perfect. So if that level is carried forward for the NEET 2026 examination, the cutoff, the safe score, I believe 100% is going to be 600 plus. But if you ask me personally, what do I think? What would be the expected NEET 2026 paper? My expectation is it will be similar to that of NEET 2025, right? So my dear students, in both the cases, you need to study properly. What study properly? I would suggest one thing. Prioritize your biology the maximum. If the level of biology is easy, moderate, or difficult, still, my dear students, biology is the subject wherein you can easily score 340 plus, provided you have read the NCERT line by line. So what you have to do for the upcoming 40 days, do as many revisions as possible to your NCERT biology. Perfect. But you have to read it between the lines. You have to make the questions on your own between the lines. You have to think what examination can ask, what examiner can ask in the NEET 2026 from these lines, which I'm reading right now from the NCERT. You have to take care of that. You have to make questions on your own. You have to think of the worst possible scenarios. You have to think that what if biology paper comes out to be very, very, very difficult? What kind of questions it can make from these lines? You have to read biology in such a manner. And for physics and chemistry, my suggestion would be take a coaching module, whatever reputed coaching module, just solve that completely. Do not follow any book right now. Whatever coaching module you have been following, right? Solve that coaching module in physics and chemistry completely from first page till the last page. Do not skip a single question. That is going to boost up your confidence. Because in the coaching modules, questions are easy also, questions are moderate also, questions are difficult also. So if you're solving one coaching module, one authentic coaching module, right? In your physics and chemistry, that is going to boost up your confidence a lot. And my dear students, irrespective of the fact your NEET 2026 paper is going to be difficult or easy, let me tell you very honestly, you would be in a position to solve that. You would be in a position to solve that, right? So my dear students, biology, as many revisions as possible, followed by your notebook, which you have made already, right? Do as many revisions as possible. Whatever is your biology level is going to be, you should be in a position to score 340 plus in biology. If you are scoring 340 plus in biology, your selection is guaranteed, guys. I'm telling you, your selection is guaranteed. So focus the biology the maximum. Apart from that, in your physics, chemistry, whatever notes you have already made, revise them again and again. Revise them in such a way that you should be remembering the approach of the questions, right, from your notebook. Basically, whatever questions you have made on the notebook, whatever questions you have written on the notebook, which you have noted down while watching the lectures, while attending your offline classes, just solve those same questions again right now without seeing the solutions. And apart from that, one coaching material you have to follow in physics and chemistry for the upcoming 40-45 days, right? My dear students, you can easily kill it. And one thing which a lot of students will miss out at this point of time. What is that? That is, they won't be writing a lot of mock tests. My dear students, my suggestion would be, if your preparation is up to the mark, or if it is not up to the mark, right, still you should write as many mock tests as possible. So basically on every alternate days, after every 2 to 3 days, you should be writing a full syllabus, part syllabus mock test, which will make you exam friendly, right? So do not worry about the safe score. Just follow the process, my dear students. Do not think about the consequences. What is going to be the level of the examination, whether I'll be doing it, whether I'll be able to do it or not. Do not think about all those things. Just follow the process right now, give your best, so that after coming out of the examination center, right, on 3rd of May, at least you should not be having that guilt within you. What if I should have studied? I would have studied for last 45 days for 10 to 12 hours. Things would have been different. At least that particular regret you should not have after coming out from the examination center. So follow the process blindly. Do not think about the consequences. Rest, everything is written in the destiny, and I'm pretty much sure you are going to kill it, right? So again, at the end, my expectation is the level of the NEET 2026 examination is going to be similar to that of level of NEET 2025 examination, right? Which I personally believe. It can be easy also, but my expectation is it would be same as of NEET 2025. So again, make every single subject very strong for the upcoming 45 days, for 40 days, whatever time is left. And our wishes are always with you, and we are always here with you, right? Whenever you face any sort of difficulty, you can ask us anytime, right? We'll be definitely at your service if you face any sort of difficulty in these 40 to 45 days, right? So with this, I'll be taking leave. You take care. God bless you all and love you all, guys. Bye-bye.